Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Hector Macho Camacho, 169 centimeters tall with a reach of 175 centimeters. And they'll be facing Juan Manuel Marquez, 5'7" tall with a reach of 67 inches.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Hector Macho Camacho. Don't let his good looks and personality get you off track. Known for his electric style, a 3-division world champion and a boxing Hall of Famer. Juan Manuel Marquez, one of the greatest fighters Mexico has ever produced, a world champion in 4 weight classes, and held 9 major world titles from featherweight to light welterweight.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, here is a colorful and popular former 3-division champion of the world, Hector Macho Camacho Sr. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now from Mexico City, here is the Hall of Fame 4-division champion of the world, Juan Manuel Dinamita Marquez.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that pack. The atmosphere is ridiculous.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. And there's the bell to start round 1. Insane action. Nice punch. After so much pre-hype fight and social media drama, I can't believe we're actually in the midst of them fighting.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They blocked the jab. How about that time? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Just keep them on the other end of that jab.
Everything in the bag. Now you've let him back into it. Don't worry.
On to the second round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab misses. A perfect counter lands. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
That counter punch caught him clean. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Can't score with that jab. Counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something.
That was a terrible round, that was.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. These punches coming from every angle. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hand and power.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Jab slightly off target. Those counter punches have to hurt. A beautiful left uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here. And there's the bell to start round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Scoring uppercut there. straight right just misses. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good defense on that left hook. Ooh, that was a big right hand. Right on the button. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't.
Back into the fray here in round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You think we'd see more accuracy? Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho that last round. That was almost a... Here we go in the 6th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
No defending at all for that combination. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter shot. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice exchange here from both men. Beautiful counter shot. Counter punch right up the middle. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Can't land the jab there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be
Take now, he's switching off. Starting to make mistakes.
And there's the bell for round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches.
And he couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice defense with that jab. You can't score with that uppercut. Still swinging with nothing left. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Marquez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Switched off completely. Switch on, switch on.
But we can't figure it out. Good work. You were thinking, you were smart.
It's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go.
I don't get carried away. Think about your defense on the end of all of that, and do what you got to do.
And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
How about that time counter shot? His stamina is off the charts. Swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this.
What's he doing? Come on.
And there's the bell for round 9. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Marquez is dazed. We were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. He blocks that jab. They exchange punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. And down goes Juan Manuel Marquez. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six. You still want to fight?
Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Listen, you switched off. What's he doing? Get out there and switch.
A few body shots in there, varied up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
And there's the bell for round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Hold it right there. Marquez is rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They exchange punches. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. Marquez is hurt. And Marquez goes down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We continue.
No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.